So now we get to the big pay-per-view, which is exciting because we had Samoa Joe. Started out with Samoa Joe going up against Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. But all of a sudden, MJF made his big return, started talking smack, blah, 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 blah. So now he got inserted himself into the match. So, Samoa Joe versus Swerve versus Hangman and versus MJF for the AEW World Championship. And also, this was, that's the thing, too. MJF had that Casino Gauntlet thing that he never actually signed. So now he officially signed it and everything to be in the match.
So this is something, continuity and storytelling, because a couple of Dynamites ago you just showed up because the rule was they changed last minute. You can only challenge for a challenge unless you have give the champion at least a week's notice. So he just showed up, signed it, he said, I'm in this match now.
Yep. So fatal 4-way, pretty good match. Everyone got their moves in here and there. Samoa Joe being a powerhouse, Hangman being intense. There was a moment where, because you know how it is, Hangman and Swerve Hangman and Swerve had their long ass rivalry. Now they're kind of sort of on good terms.
They seem to be frenemies.
Yeah. So there was that moment where they were only two in the ring, and you know how it is, gotta keep it going. So they went at it for a while and everything. Mm-hmm. And at the end, the big thing was while some of them were, everyone's all down and out and stuff like that. And I forgot. I think Hangman got Samoa with the dead eye or something with the buckshot area, whatever. But then instead of getting the pin him, MJF took a shot, got him out of the way, pinned him down, and pinned Samoa Joe instead, and he won the title.
One thing I noticed about this match is that Joe looks very tired more than I realized.
Yeah,
for this,
because being sweet tooth kind of takes it out of you.
Well, yeah, but it's just he seemed a little bit more tired. I guess the match was all right for what it was. I don't know how to fully feel about it. I mean, I didn't think Adam Page should have won. Swerve. I think the real people that had a chance at winning that would have kind of made sense to get it off of Joe would have been Swerve or MJF.
And now we got Mr. With the brand new dance move. Yep.
Yeah, I guess it was all right, I suppose. But it's like, where are they going to go from here now? Like, who's going to challenge them? And
he's got a lot of challengers now.
Yeah,
because MJF did his big. Well, first of all, he got the big Burgundy belt back, the Triple B. But Samoa Joe wants some payback. Swerve wants payback. Hangman wants payback, and now the Hurt Syndicate are showing up again.
Oh, that's right.
Everyone wants payback. Honestly speaking, if Wardlow was still around, because I don't know what the fuck happened to him, that would have been a shocker to come back also and come after MJF.
Oh yeah, that would have been kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something that we just forgot to mention earlier with Mercedes. After she lost the match with her and Athena lost to the Babes of Wrath or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was so mad. She cut her promo, she cussed whatever, and then she said she wanted to challenge Willow for but she put her title on the line to go up against Willow on Dynamite. And Willow actually beat Mercedes, and she's now the new women's TBS champion.
Yep, and two-time TBS champion.
That's right. Yeah,
so that's pretty
awesome. She won it back off of Mercedes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Haley Cameron and the rest of the conglomeration showed up to congratulate her, but the big deal was that Chris Daniel showed up for a moment, and it was kind of like, the hesitation, you don't know, she's going to start some shit. But instead, they hug each other. And I like how they did the same pan-out shot like the best friends do. And the people said the whole, God, give the crowd what they want. So that was kind of a good little reference there. So we'll see what happens there. But anyways, on to this match at hand. Yeah. What were your thoughts, Mr. Knives?
I thought it was a clusterfuck. I mean,
it's a four-way and it's AEW. What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, it
felt like the match didn't know where it was going, and I've made it no qualms. I've said it repeatedly. The dumbest mistake ever is giving MJF the world title, because his character does not work as a champion. His character never works as a champion. And as soon as I didn't even know about the stupid him bringing back the dumbass belt, I wrote in my notes, clusterfuck of a match. Once again, MJF is the worst thing about this shithole company, and him being champion will once again retread the same shit he did the last time he's champion. And now you're telling me he brought back the same belt he had. And so I called that shit before I even knew about it.
Triple B.
And here's the thing that's funny about that, because like he brought it back on Dynamite, and he had the world title or whatever. He just tossed it aside, and that's where like Swerve and Hangman and Payne showed up, and Samoa Joe like, yeah, we won that belt. I said, you just threw it on the floor, just go pick it up. You're champion now, because you get a belt, and you get a belt, and you get a belt. But that's how Tony does things. He's like
Oprah.
Yeah, he's like a male version of Oprah. No,
Except Oprah probably has more testosterone.
more than like she probably has more balls than he does. She would have been good in a mixed nuts match.
MJF is. Oh, I'm trying to think what I compare him to.
He's your scumbag.
No, he's never. No, fuck that shit.
Oh,
MJ, no, you know who he is?
Because MJ is better than you, and no.
He's not. He's not even better than half of the roster. Hell, he's not even better than fucking Orange Cassidy. I'll say that. Damn. But
Cassidy started growing me again.
But the truth of it is his character again. His character doesn't make sense for him to be champion. He's literally a shit heel. He is a character whose whole entire character, A to Z, is ego and is chasing gold. But it doesn't work when you have the gold. There's only ones can pull it off very rarely when they're that kind of shit heel of like, I'm better than you, I'm greater, I fucking deal with it, because they can go in the ring. Perfect example. Same character, works perfect as a champion. Ethan Page. Ethan Page in NXT is exactly how MJF should be, but he's not. Do you know why? Because Ethan Page doesn't have to do cheating shit. He doesn't have to do the same old shtick. He does different things, and he just tells you, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done with it. Wah! And he walks away angrily. MJF goes like, I'm better than you. That's all he does. Ethan Page comes off as a pretentious guy at a college. Like a guy who's like, Daddy paid for my college. I'm better than you. And that's what MJF tries to pull off as. But what MJF actually pulls off as is Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. He is I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then Inspector Gadget fucks up, or his stupid daughter fucks up. And he's like, damn it. Like, that's it. That's no, you know who he is? He's Cobra Commander. He's fucking Cobra Commander. He's just that guy who can't do jack shit without his cronies. And everyone's just like, why are we afraid of some dude in a chrome mask? Well, I don't know, but he's scary. Why is he scary? I don't know.
He finds our paycheck.
No, here's the answer. Here's the only rightful, correct answer. It's the 80s.
Yeah. But I'm saying
also, he signs our paycheck, so that's
his character is a prototype. His character is a Temu version of $1 Million Man. But the difference is $1 Million Man was never a world champion. And everyone goes, he should have been a world champion. He was so good in the ring. Yes, but he should have never been world champion because his character wouldn't have made sense. The only time he was ever technically a world champion was when he had Andre the Giant beat Hulk Hogan for the world title. Then he paid him
to
give him the belt. That is some shit MJF should be pulling off. Him not doing the dirty work, him having his cronies doing the dirty work, him going over and 1, 2, 3, that's how he works as a character.
I guess technically that's what they were trying to do when he was with the Hurt Syndicate, because he was letting them pretty much do everything, but it kind of got,
To quote CM
out.
Punk, CM Punk called it right, straight to his face, even though it was a promo, 100% right. He said, he's like, you act like you're a once in a generational talent, like you're the first person to ever do half of the things you do, but in reality, you're just a less famous Miz. And he called it then, and it's still fucking relevant today. MJF can't wrestle. He can't wrestle in a wrestling company. And people go, oh, he's a good wrestler. Is he though?
Yeah, but that
Really
really stopped
think
anyone in WWE though.
Bullshit, dude. There's some guys in WWE who could run circles around him. Fucking Grayson Waller's a better wrestler than MJF.
I mean, you're saying that he can't wrestle in a wrestling company. I'm saying it doesn't stop some of the WWE guys.
Yeah, but the people in the WWE guys who can't wrestle, they rarely give them the top prize again and again and again and again.
You know what you said, like with the thing with the Miz. Remember when I first started getting back into watching AEW like semi regularly, and I finally got introduced to mostly all the MJF stuff. And remember when I would jokingly say, "Hey, it's AEW Miz."
It is. Mm-hmm. He is the Miz, basically. But the thing of it is like I literally said, his character doesn't work. He doesn't make sense when he's the champion. When he's the top champion, specifically.
Well, he's a Miz without a filter.
Mm.
Yeah, if he was the top
G-rated filter.
When he was the world champion, it was the worst reign in AEW history. It was the most dragged out, terrible pay-per-views. He never main evented, and when he did main event, it was the dumbest shit. Did y'all just forget about the All-In incident with him and Adam Cole? All that multiple cluster fuckery of him fighting him and him going.
What about the bro chachos?
Trying to think about
all of that, and then all of that leading up to the devil incident and him revealing, and it's like, turns out the crippled guy was the villain all along. Oh my God, what's going to happen next episode? Nothing.
I did it for the Cole.
I did it for The Rock. Yeah, exactly. I did it for the Cole. Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
I did it for the Cole, baby.
Also, I will say on a side note, I think Samoa Joe is in probably the worst shape I've ever seen him in. He really needs to.
Yeah, I noticed it during this match. So that's why I say he looked older and he looked tired. So I think him dropping.
He looks like a guy. He looks. I hate saying this, but he looks like a guy who's been too long at a buffet. And I'm not in a fat way, in a way of like, this is concerning. Sir, we need to cut you off, sir.
But you said all you can eat.
It's like, sir, your neck is pulsing. You need to stop. Please. No, stop it. Stop him. You don't need any more egg rolls. Stop it.
Going on a little vacation.
But anyway, the match was kind of a clusterfuck. I really didn't know. I thought it was going to be, honestly, I'm glad it wasn't Hangman either. I was kind of like, maybe they'll make Swerve champion again now that they kind of know where they're going, kind of with him, kind of.
They should have put Big Swerve and Adam Page a tag team. I mean, just whatever. I mean,
and the sad thing is, you have 3 guys in there. This is the sad thing. I love Joe, and I'm not saying this to boost his ego or anything. Joe, out of everyone in that match, is the only guy who can carry a company because you gave the belt to Swerve. He was okay. We didn't really know what to do with him as champion. Every time Hangman Page has ever won the title, he's never held it for longer than 2 months. He drops it almost every first defense. And then MJF is blander than milk toast covered in wheat. So, yeah. Like,
you try milk toast someday. I hear it's a delicacy.
No.
I don't know. I'm just curious about it. I've always heard of it. I've never had it.
MJF is the equivalent of asking for something spicy and someone handing you a glass of horchata. It's the equivalent of that. Like,
I
spicy.
like horchata too.
It's like, I know, but it's not spicy. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, have you tried this? It's too spicy." I'm like, "That's cinnamon."
Hey, I want to learn how
Anyway.
to make some horchata. Mark.
Anyway, Johnny, what did you think of the match now that my rant's over?
I am not happy right now.
Bad. About this match, I don't know. I think the timing of the match was kind of weird. I think by then everybody's like tired and zoned out. Like we just want this pay-per-view to end already. And that's the feeling I got because just the fact that MJF is in the match already gives you that feeling like, oh, just finish this shit up. Like I'm done.
God.
I'm done with the pay-per-view. I'm tired. MJF is just stupid. He just gets more lamer by the minute. And yeah, it just sucks that he defeated Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page. Like any one of those guys should have won the match. And instead we had MJF won the match. So
Like I said, realistically, it probably should have been Swerve or MJF. So
yeah.
because like I said, Adam Page getting it back wouldn't make sense, and unless Samoa Joe is retaining, if they were to get it off of him, it would have been like one of those two. Realistically, it would make sense. But
yeah, the way MJF conducts himself and the way he carries himself, when he won this match, I'm like, oh fuck this shit.
now that I think about it, I have to agree. Yeah, I guess as a champion, he really doesn't work because of the type of heel that he is. So
And he's not really a good wrestler, and he only wins by cheating.
Yeah, he can't
Like a
do a
heel.
single match without cheating.
I've never seen him win a match fair and square. He always has to cheat with the ring.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Winning a match clean would be kind of weird. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, and then now you mentioned it, the Ted DiBiase situation, and I just thought about that. Like you said, he never had a world champion on a championship until he bought that belt off of Andre.
Yep.
That's good storytelling because it goes with the character and with the way MJF is. That should be how it is. And like I said, I think they were trying to do that when he was part of the Hurt Syndicate. It just didn't. After that, just didn't pan out for whatever reason going on at the time where they had to like kick him out and all of that. Or either maybe he had like a character turn, like maybe MJF trying to be like, oh, I'm good now. Oh wait, they did. Never mind, brochachos. Never mind. That fiasco.
But yeah, overall, I didn't really like the match. The pacing of the match was kind of it felt like, damn, like I felt like even though I'm not a fan of Jon Moxley, I think even the Jon Moxley versus Okada match should have been the main event.
Yeah, it was. It should have. Like I said, I even said I think if they did it better, even like I said, even the placement better would have been better. It would have been a better thing.
Yeah,
and how
I do kind of like MJF the champ because that just blows up his ego times 100 just to see him be like in control and overly arrogant and everything about it. But I just
that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He already had his first reign. I don't know what they're gonna do this time to make it different from the first time, or what opponents are gonna come after.
It's not like MJF has maybe a mild personality. He just, well, I never thought I would win this, and then he becomes a heel, becomes arrogant because he's the champion.
Yeah.
Also,
he's already has that ego.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other thing people don't understand. Okay. You cannot make that kind of a character a good guy. Period. He could be likable, but he cannot be a good guy. It doesn't work. The character does not work as a good guy. And did that work?
At the Outback.
Mhm.
Did that work? That was one of the worst things they've ever done in the history of AEW. That stupid gimmick with them together.
Can't keep up with that stupid kangaroo kick nonsense.
It harpooned Adam Cole through the dick in his career. Like he literally just destroyed any semblance of credibility he had. And did we also forget that he literally broke his leg doing a dumbass dive to save his friend?
Right, and that put him out for like the whole year.
That put him out for the whole year, and he needed full knee reconstruction because he had to rush out and save his friend and jumping off a scaffolding to save his friend. When in reality, all he did was jump off a scaffolding, run around the ring, and go, "Hey, boy, come on, go."
To be fair, even if he would have jumped off the scaffold to not save him, he probably still had the same outcome because it's like 20 pounds soaking wet.
Or need you also forget MJF being the world champion killed Jay White's career.
As a matter of fact, I was going to ask about that earlier, and I said, like, hold on for a second. I'm going to ask about Jay White because the whole debate game versus FTR. I was like, I wonder how Jay White is doing.
But that's the thing. His career's never recovered since. MJF fucking ruined it. He ruined Adam Cole's career. He ruined Jay White's career. He made me hate AEW. I know it's not much of a difference, but still. Like, he made me actually hate it more than I ever would. Like, between Tony Khan and MJF, both of them can kiss my ass.
Oh boy.
I want...
Tell us how you really...
Yeah, don't hold back. Tell us how to read it.
Yes, tell us how you really feel.
But truthfully, I'm like, it's going to be the same shit that he did last time. And the proof is in the pudding that he literally brought back the same dumbass belt he had that no one liked and pretended that they did, but no one did. And everyone even said it was the stupidest, ugliest looking fucking belt since the wooden belt that Bryan Danielson had.
Yeah, but these diagrams are thinking about the environment.
That's true. I love how that was a villain arc. I'm like, it's like, hey, recycle. It was like, fuck you, you piece of shit. I'm like, whoa, did y'all motherfuckers not watch Captain Planet? Holy shit.
He's part of our generation, so yes, he understands the importance of reduce, reuse, recycle, and Rockwell had a whole musical episode about it.